What is up, nerds? My name is Arthur. This is Honest Masculinity and the first video of a video series that is called How to Get a Girlfriend. To make it short, the video course is designed to take you by the hand. If you have no clue how to find a girlfriend, if you, like me, a couple of years ago, you have no clue about women and dating, you want to end that, so you want to change this, then welcome, you're in the right place. This video series will be out of 4 lessons. This is the first one. The first lesson today will be the painful truth, why you are here. And the painful reality about female attraction and dating, because most of the shit that you've been told by other people and also the stuff you tell yourself is bullshit. The second lesson is about how you can start working on yourself. So what can you do to transform yourself into a man that women want to be with? But this is introspective. So the second lesson will be introspective psychology. We'll talk about why women are not attracted to you, why they're not interested to talking to you, and why you can't get them to go on dates with you and stuff like this. The third lesson will be about social dynamics. So we're going to talk about social psychology and what you can do in social interactions to boost your results with women. So the second lesson will be yourself, and the third lesson will be about other people. The fourth lesson, we will combine the two and look at how you can use both of these findings about psychology to get to the real point where you want to be, to get a girlfriend. So I will take you from A, knowing nothing, to the end where you will know how to find a girlfriend, or maybe you will even find one during this video series if you apply what I do. But I have to warn you, it's a long-term process. It depends on how needy you are, how much approval you're seeking from women. So if you're very needy, then it will take some time to find the girlfriend that is right for you. All these pickup stuff videos that go on in the internet about, hey, you can just do that and the next day you will get laid with a model, it's bullshit. So you have to work on yourself first, and in the long-term process, you will attract women to you. And you can then decide if you want to take one of them as your girlfriend or not. Okay, let's start with the painful reality about yourself and about women. The reason why you're here is probably because you have no clue about women and you're sick of it. You're frustrated, you want to be in control with the other gender, and you want to stop seeing other guys walking home with the woman that you desire. And you ask yourself why they're not interested in you. Well, believe it or not, I mean, this is a cliche thing to say, but a couple of years ago, I was in the exact same place like you are right now. So I was a highly needy guy. I was very people pleasing, and women had zero interest in me. And the woman that I liked rejected me all of the time. And now, well, I am in a relationship. I found some ways, some really painful ways to get from where I was in the same spot as you are right now to the end where I am in a relationship now. The painful truth is that the results you get with the other gender are about you. It's not about the woman. Okay? It's about you. It's about how you act in the world and what you portray that makes females either being attracted to you or repulsed by you. And if you don't have a lot of success with women, it's your fault. I mean, it's not all your fault, but it's your responsibility to change it. And that's the positive thing today. Don't worry, I will teach you to change it today. So the first thing is that, you know, we live in a very complicated time today. We have post-feminism, like LGBTQ movements and women standing up for their rights and shit. And all of this is great, you know, but if you're like me, you are very confused, because then when you fit yourself to these social expectations, these like lefty social expectations of LGBTQ and being respectful to you women, what you basically do is cut off your own balls. You become a fucking pussy. Yeah. So you will be non-offensive, you will try to not rock the boat, and you are scared to death of being viewed as the guy who's harassing women or being disrespectful to women. Because in our society, men who are assertive, especially when it comes to sexuality, are sometimes viewed as assholes. But you have to understand that that's true. And if you go through this course, I will encourage you to become more assertive, more dominant. And some of these people you talk with will shit-face you. They will say you're a fucking sexual predator and whatever. This whole pick-up artist community, as you can see on the internet, is getting viewed as sexual harassment. I mean, some of it is sexual harassment that is promoted in the pick-up world, and some of it is really disrespectful and manipulative. That's not what we do. In this course, we will get some things from pick-up artists, but we will be honest. So we're not going to manipulate them. We'll be honest, and if a woman tells you no, that's a no. You stop. Okay, just to make it clear at that point. So back to these social norms, LGBTQ and feminist. What do you do as a guy? You say, well, I'm a white male, or I'm a male in general, so I have to be very careful with these creatures called females, right? Especially when it comes to touching or showing sexuality. The problem is, if you do this, that you have zero success with women. Because this is just one part from the social dynamic series we're going to talk later. But there's a huge study about sexuality and female attraction. The book is called The Evolution of Desire, and it has a very honest look. It's the biggest study of sexuality ever done at the University of Texas. And they studied female and male attraction about decades, yeah? And different societies as well. Right, so male sexuality is rather simple. They look for beauty and for attractiveness, hip-to-waist ratio and stuff like this. Why? Because it's a sign of fertility. It's actually a fact. Beauty and attractiveness in a woman is equal to how fertile she is, so how many children she can produce. And even if these assholes today are saying that genders are invented by society, it's not 100% true. You have biological differences between man and woman, and the biggest difference being women can bear children and men cannot. Okay, so that's not invented by society, that's a biological fact. And these result in behavioral differences. Okay, guys look mainly for beauty and hip-to-waist ratio, attractiveness like this. The first thing that women look for in a man in the last decades of research is resources. That means money. All the feminists will be scared now, but it's true. And if anybody says something different, they're fucking lying to you. Fuck them. There's research, check it out. The book is called The Evolution of Desire. University of Texas is the biggest study ever conducted on sexuality. So women are attracted to money, but I think it's not that simple. And that's also what the study says. And the study in the end also came to the conclusion that it's more complicated. Sexuality is very complicated, yeah? For example, if you go to a hippie festival and you wear an Armani suit, you're still going to have a problem with the woman there. So it depends on what kind of society you live in. And resources or money is on average, I would say in most societies, viewed as a sign of status. And I think that's what women are actually attracted to. It's status. And money is a sign that you have status in society, right? Women are also attracted to resource potential, for example. So if you're broke, but you're a medical student, that means you can probably take care of the children later with money, for example. And that's also the fact that, you know, women, they produce a child that's going to be fucking 18 years old, 18 years in your supervision, and you need to provide something for them in order to be attracted to you. The other problem is, I think it's not that simple, because the female sexuality developed in the caveman days. And in the caveman days, you had no resources. You had meat and shit like that, but that wasn't really a resource, right? So I think it's more about a behavioral thing, how you behave. And that means women check out your behavior. They look how you behave to see whether you're a suitable partner for them or not. So men don't look on behavior that much. They also look on behavior towards when it comes to women, but not as much as women. And that's also why you can be in a social interaction and you do something and then a woman will be turned off. It's because your behavior is showing them that you're not a suitable partner for them. That means if you want to change yourself and become more attractive, you have to change your behavior. Now ask yourself, what kind of behavior will get you to higher resources? What do you think? Probably, or high status. So look at the hippies again. Also, if you want to move up the hippie hierarchy, and also in hippie societies, you have status hierarchies, always like this. You have some alpha hippie, more or less, who has probably is more attractive to the females in that society than the other guys. And that's where the dominance thing comes in. You have to be a bit selfish to move up in the status hierarchy. You have to assert yourself. If you're just a passive man who's not even able to talk to a woman and showing or touching her and showing some kind of sexual interest, that's probably not going to get you very far in the status hierarchy. That means it's a competition, and that doesn't mean dating is a whole competition. Like, no, you should find some women who are right for you and maybe not right for someone else, but still you're competing with other men in the status hierarchy. It's true. And the way you move up is by being dominant and asserting yourself. That means you put yourself first. You care more about yourself than you care about other people, even if that means that other people don't like you. That's the very basic. And chances are that makes you uncomfortable already. Ask yourself, observe yourself in social interactions. Do you put yourself first with women and other guys, or do you not? Chances are, if you watch this video, you're not. And when you start asserting yourself, the problem is it's scary. It will scare you and it should scare you, because if you assert yourself, people will start dragging you down. And you become a bigger target to haters and people who work against you, because people don't want you to move up the status hierarchy. You can outperform them, so they don't want that. This is a competitive view on the thing. But how you move up in status is by working with other people together. It's better to work together, better cooperation than working against other people. Still, you have to be competitive sometimes. Sometimes people will tell you you cannot do what you want, and you have to learn to say no. It means that maybe now you have a bit of an understanding why your behavior indicates to women that you're not a very attractive potential mate. Because you look for approval from others and you sacrifice yourself. You don't assert yourself and your needs and wants. If you want to become more attractive, that's where you have to go. The next 2 sessions, or the next 3 sessions, I will explain to you from A to Z how you transform yourself into somebody that is able to put himself first, and why you don't even do it. That's the part of the next lesson will be why don't you put yourself first? What makes you so selfless, and that people, you want less, you don't assert yourself? Why is that? That we're going to look at that in the next lesson. It's probably because of some bullying, drama. It's not your fault 100%, but you can change it. And that's what we're going to look at the next lesson. Until then, I want you to pay close attention in the next social interactions you're seeing, how people behave, and which guys get the attention from the woman. And then do one simple experiment, okay? One simple experiment. And if you have social interaction just with people, try to speak louder, speak from your chest, with a deep, loud voice, and say, I want this, and see how people react to you. Look at the difference, and see you in the next lesson. Bye.